Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Charles here. Charles, where am I now? Huh? I'm no longer in Nantucket. I'm no longer living with 6 of these Serbian people and working with 8 of these phenomenal, wonderful guys that I lived with all summer long. I'm free, baby. I'm free. I'm on the island of Martha's Vineyard. Actually, today I took a ferry at 2:30 from Nantucket. Yesterday was my last day on the island. I took a 2:30 ferry over here to Martha's Vineyard. It's about an hour and 30-minute ferry ride, costs $38. Martha's Vineyard's a lot bigger. It's also a very upscale island. A lot of famous people come here. The Obamas vacation on this island, Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey. So it's a very upscale place too. Not as much as Nantucket. Nantucket is top-notch. Martha's Vineyard, the things I noticed when I first got here, it's not as pretty. There's some beautiful places here, but it's got some run-down looking places also, which you don't see on Nantucket. But anyhow, I got here. Nantucket also has one town in the whole entire island, okay, with a population of about 10,000 people, year-round residents. And Martha's Vineyard has a lot more. It has 6 towns in it, and I'm in the town of Edgartown, which is in southeastern part of Martha's Vineyard. I'm just going to be here for 3 days. I came here, my boss sent me here because we have 300 Serbian students working in hotels and restaurants for the summer on the summer work and travel program. So I'm here to meet with the employer, managers, owners, talk to them about everything that went well, how we can improve the program, how we can improve their workers, how we can improve their housing situation for the kids, everything like that. See if they need more students. So I'm here for customer service purposes. I'll be here for 3 days, and then I go to a little island called Amelia Island, which is off the coast of Florida. If you know anything about Florida, top parts of Jacksonville. This little island's a very upscale island up there, and we have Serbian students there, so I'm going to go meet with their employers and find out what's going on up there. Everything's good, hopefully. And then I fly out of New York City, John F. Kennedy Airport at 5 p.m. on the 17th. I fly to Amsterdam, then Amsterdam to Belgrade, Serbia. So I will arrive in Belgrade, Serbia on the 18th at 12 p.m. So I'm really excited. Anyway, my summer, just quickly, my summer on Nantucket, I was there for 3 months. And 3 months was a good amount of time, I say. I had a good time. The best part of it, not even shitting you, was these students, being with them. I knew nobody else, really, on the island except these guys. I developed a really good relationship with all of these guys. You know, I would smoke nargila on my balcony with these guys. I would go to the bar and drink beer with these guys, go to the beach with these guys. Just had such a great time with these kids, you know. And I think all 8 of them, or I know they did, they all had a wonderful time. And, you know, they're going to remember this for the rest of their lives. Many of them, it was their first trip to the United States. So it was a great experience. They improved their English. They made some good money. They made friends from all over the world, and they learned how to live on their own. They learned how to cook. They learned how to do their own laundry. I think that's some of the best things about the program. Anyway, 2 of the guys just absolutely touched me, man, and it'll make me cry because this was such a touching gesture. 2 of these guys, Stefan Radic, Bogdan Dakic, 2 young guys from Zrenjanin. They're university students. One of them studies English, and one of them studies securities studies. But they told me one day, about a week before I left, Stefan, he said, "Hey, what do you want?" He sent me a text message and he said, "Hey, what do you want as a gift? I want to buy you something." And I said, "Buy me something." I said, "I don't want anything from you, man." I said, "You're my friend, you're my brother, you don't need to get me anything. I don't want anything from you." And he said, "Okay." Next thing I know, he told me he was going to come to my house. Him and Bogdan was going to meet me. It was like 2 days before I left, a couple days ago. And he said, "We'll meet you at 10 o'clock on your balcony." He didn't say he had anything for me or anything. He just said he'd be there at 10 o'clock. And I said, okay. I had left the house earlier, and I went to this kid that I met named Darko. He's like a real good, one of my best friends now. Good kid from Požarevac. I went over there to see him, and I stayed later than I thought. I didn't get home till 12:30. I get home, I check my messages, and I'm walking up my balcony, and I sent Stefan a message. I said, "Man, I'm sorry. I was supposed to be here at 10. It's 12:30. If you're free, come over." And then he didn't answer. I walk in my room, which I have a separate entrance. I get in there, and what was laying on my laptop? This was laying on my laptop. It says Nautica on it. I saw it. I opened it. And inside, on this little pillow, was this absolutely beautiful watch, a Nautica watch, an expensive Nautica watch. And so I got a hold of Stefan, and they had bought me this, him and Bogdan. They said they wanted to do something for me because I worked with these two. I spent a lot of time with them. I wanted these two to go on this program. They didn't know much about the program. I talked them into signing up for the program. I worked with them on getting a good interview here at the Nantucket Bike Shop, or there at the Nantucket Bike Shop. Helped them with the questions, told them what they would probably ask in the interview. At the embassy, I worked with them on that. And Stefan just told me, and Bogdan, you know, they said, hey, we love you. We appreciate you helping us, working with us, and we just wanted to do something nice for you, you know. And that really touched me, man. It'll make me cry if I think about it, because I thought that was such a beautiful gesture coming from two kids, or two young people, from a country that struggles economically. I mean, these kids were brought up in the war, you know. They not used to having any money, but they spent this on me, on a beautiful thing like this, man. And that will touch that will touch me in my heart for the rest of my life, you know. I will treasure this watch for the rest of my life. So that says a lot about these people and a lot about these kids. And even one day prior to that, two of the other students, you know, I was complaining about living on Nantucket, how I'd spent so much money and I didn't make very much because I spend a lot of money. And then two of them, not even thinking, they just said, hey, we have money. Do you need some money? You know, and I thought, God damn, you know, good kids, man. So that's another reason why I think these Serbians are a little bit different. They're lovely fucking people. You know, they care about people. They want to help people. If you're their friend, man, they'll do anything for you, man. I think it's beautiful, you know. It makes me want to cry like a little girl when I think about it, because you don't see that all the time, you know. So anyhow, I got a gift from these lovely fucking guys, and that's really it, man. I'll be back in Serbia here very, very soon. Gonna enjoy myself here in Nantucket. Enjoy not living with a bunch of people, because I've never done it before. But the ones I lived with, in all honesty, super people, you know. Momir Amajic, he was always in the kitchen. Every time I went to the kitchen, if I went at 1 in the morning, he's in there. If I went at 2 in the afternoon, he's in there. Always in the kitchen. I don't know what he was doing in the kitchen, but he always has a smile on his face, and he's always in a good mood. Love to see him in the kitchen, so I'm going to miss that. Here's my kitchen, and there's no Momir. I told Momir I was going to get a picture of Momir and put it in there so I could remember Momir. Dusan Dragicevic, he's been on the program twice. Absolutely wonderful young man. I talked the boss into hiring him, for giving him another chance in the interview last year, and he selected him, and he was happy. He took my advice and interviewed him again and hired him. So Dusan came back again. One of the coolest guys you'll ever know. You know, such a lovely guy. One night he was drunk off his butt at the bottom of my stairs, and this lady comes up to my door and she said, hey, your friend needs you. He's down there vomiting at the bottom of the stairs. So I had to go up and pick him up at 1 in the morning and bring him to his room. Lovely guy though, man. Such a good friend of mine. Milos Pesic, he's another one. He cuts my hair. He's like the guy that barber for me this summer. So much energy, such a good attitude all the time. Nikola Uzelac, he was another one from Novi Sad. I didn't know much about Nikola. I didn't even know Nikola prior to this program. And at our bike shop too, I was always stuck with Nikola Uzelac. He was always there with me. Good kid, great English, excellent abilities. He found 3 jobs here. He could get any job he wanted. Met a lot of famous people. Met a lot of really good friends he met from all over the world. Great guy, talks all the time. He could be a little asshole sometime, but a good kid. Nebojša Peric is Vini. One of the coolest guys ever. You know, big Crvena Zvezda fan. Love the guy so much. Always happy. Always in a good mood with me. Always just fun to talk to. Nikola Pausic, he was on the program last year. He's in the Netherlands now studying. Positive guy all the time. All these guys, that's what amazed me. Most of them were always positive every day. And for me, sometimes that's a difficult thing. I wake up and I'm not in a good mood. And these guys always seem to have a smile on their face and be in a good mood. Great people to live with. Who else? Stefan Radic, love the guy with all my heart. Bogdan Dakic, I just talked about those two. They're my friends from previous years. Momir Amajic, I just talked about him too. Lovely guy, such a good personality. He always gave me shit, says I'm the fakest guy on the planet. Who else was on the program? I hope I didn't forget one of them. That's going to make me look really shitty, isn't it? Dusan, Nikola Palsic, Nikola Zela, Stefan. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Oh my God, I gotta really think. Anyway, love all of you guys. If you're watching this, great people. You're always gonna be in my heart, man. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'm gonna show you around quick here in my Martha's Vineyard hotel that my boss got for me. It's in Edgartown. It's got a little living room. That's where I slept last night. Big screen TV. Got the ladies I had in here. They threw the pillows all over the floor, so forgive that. We had a rough little party last night. Got a pool right outside my door, my window. Here's a little kitchen. There was coffee in here. I was surprised. I mean, they had a big thing of coffee so I could make my own coffee. Got some gel, got a microwave, had a big refrigerator. I made something, actually. I actually cooked last night. Got a closet with some fans, some ironing board and such. Even got some board games, man. Isn't that cool? You don't see that too often. This is the bathroom, shower, toilet, nothing major. And then my bedroom in here. 2 beds in here. And that's it, Svima. Take care of yourself. I'll see you guys in Serbia soon. Do viđenja.